What makes a musician unforgettable? Is it their talent, their charisma, or the way they make you feel with every note? Fats. Waller had it all. He wasn't just a master of jazz, he was a force of nature. Imagine a man who could light up a room with his humor while playing the piano, like it was an extension of his soul. Fats didn't just play music, he transformed it, blending creativity and charm in a way that left audiences spellbound. Curious to know how he revolutionized jazz and became a legend in just 39 years. Let's dive into his extraordinary story. Born on May 21st, 1904, in New York City, Thomas Wright Waller, better known as Fats Waller, was an American virtuoso who left an indelible mark on jazz music. Growing up in a modest Harlem household as the son of a pastor, Fats was introduced to music early, with the church organ often filling the air. His full name may have sounded formal, but his larger-than-life personality and extraordinary talent earned him the nickname Fats, as he became a beloved figure in jazz. A pivotal moment in his youth came when he began playing the organ at his father's church. It was here that his love for music blossomed, combining discipline with a playful sense of improvisation. However, it was the influence of James P. Johnson, the legendary stride pianist, that truly shaped his future. Johnson became a mentor and introduced him to the vibrant world of stride piano, a style that Fats would later redefine. One lesser-known anecdote reveals just how naturally music came to him. As a teenager, he would sneak into silent movie theaters to play the organ, entertaining audiences with improvised soundtracks. These moments didn't just showcase his raw talent, but also his innate ability to connect with people through music. From the church organ to theater pianos, Fats Waller's journey into the spotlight was anything but ordinary. The turning point in Fats Waller's career came in 1922, when he recorded his first piano rolls at just 18 years old. These recordings captured his undeniable talent and introduced his name to the burgeoning jazz scene. But the real breakthrough arrived a few years later, thanks to his mentor, James P. Johnson. Often called the father of stride piano, Johnson not only taught Fats the technical brilliance of the style, but also encouraged his playful improvisations, which would become his signature. Fats didn't just inherit the stride piano tradition, he flipped it on its head, blending humor, showmanship, and technical prowess in a way that few had seen before. At a time when jazz was still carving its place in mainstream culture, Fats defied expectations by making complex, sophisticated music feel accessible and fun. One performance that left audiences speechless was his 1927 recording of Handful of Keys. The dazzling technique, the unstoppable rhythm, it was a moment that announced to the world, here was a pianist who wasn't just talented, but revolutionary. In a genre often reserved for serious virtuosity, Fats made it impossible not to smile, breaking through barriers with a laugh, a melody, and a rhythm no one could resist. In the final years of his life, Fats Waller continued to captivate audiences with his magnetic performances and lively personality. But beneath the surface, his health began to decline. His relentless touring schedule and love for indulgent living, fueled by his fondness for food, drink, and late-night revelry, took a toll on his body. Professionally, he remained a star, but the grueling demands of constant travel and performance began to wear him down. In December 1943, while traveling by train from Los Angeles to New York after performing for troops, Fats fell seriously ill. Tragically, he passed away on December 15, 1943, at just 39 years old, reportedly from pneumonia. The news of his death sent shockwaves through the music world. Fans and fellow musicians were devastated, mourning the loss of an artist whose spirit and talent had brought so much joy. Some rumors swirled about whether his demanding lifestyle had contributed to his sudden passing, but what was undeniable was the profound void he left behind. Critics praised his brilliance, and tributes poured in, celebrating not just his music, but also his ability to make people smile in dark times. His death marked the end of an era for jazz, but his influence lived on, inspiring countless artists and ensuring his voice would never be forgotten. Fats Waller's music was a beacon of joy and resilience during a time when the world desperately needed both. In the 1930s and 1940s, his lively performances and witty lyrics provided an escape from the harsh realities of the Great Depression and World War II. People connected deeply with his music because it reflected not only his immense skill, but also his vibrant personality. He reminded listeners that even in difficult times, there was room for laughter, creativity, and celebration. Generations of musicians have studied Waller's stride piano techniques, marveling at how he seamlessly blended intricate rhythms with melodic inventiveness. His approach set the stage for modern jazz and even influenced early rock and roll. One notable example is how Count Basie, one of the most celebrated band leaders in history, credited Waller's style as a cornerstone of his own musical development. Basie often spoke of how Waller's humor and lightheartedness shaped his philosophy on music. Fats Waller's music didn't just capture the spirit of his time, it transcended it. His unique blend of humor, virtuosity, and sheer joy continues to influence artists today, not only in jazz, but across various genres. There's something timeless about the way he made music feel both complex and effortlessly human. His contributions to stride piano reshaped jazz, but it was his sense of playfulness and innovation that set him apart, reminding us that art is not just about technical mastery, it's about heart. If Fats Waller's music has sparked something within you, don't let it stop here. Subscribe to the channel for more stories that celebrate the artists who shaped our world in ways we're still discovering today. Let's keep this conversation going and continue to honor the musicians whose brilliance keeps inspiring us to this day.